Congressman Dusty Johnson joins us now, a member of the Problem Solvers Caucus. Congressman, thanks for being here with us. You hear some of your colleagues on your side of the aisle say this is no good, and you say what?
I say this is an historic conservative accomplishment. Four things I'd say to them. First off, this is the largest ever spending cut, $2.1 trillion in the 10-year window. Number two, it's the largest ever clawback or rescission of funds, $29 billion of COVID funds. Number three, it's the largest improvement ever in environmental siting since the passage of NEPA in 1970. It's going to unlock American energy. And then number four, this is the largest change to welfare reform, the biggest improvement to work requirements since the 1996 Act. This is a big deal. And listen, I get it. There are always going to be members like Bob Good who I think have expectations that are detached from reality. But this is a great deal.
I hear you, and I'm not trying to make their argument. We just heard your argument. But what was initially put out by House Republicans was north of $4 trillion in savings. This is less than half of that. You slow down the rate of spending in 2024 and 2025, not a decade like you wanted to, but just 2 years. You didn't get rid of the president's wish to cancel student loans. You talk about work requirements. It's for a small subset. The IRS, it's only $20 billion of the $80 billion that Democrats got. So I think that's part of the contention there, is it not?
Oh, you can't have it both ways. Come on. You just heard Richie Torres says this is a raw deal. You can't agree with him in 1 minute and then tell me that Republicans didn't get enough in the next.
Oh, I'm not agreeing one way or another, Congressman. I'm just, there's those in your caucus who aren't thrilled, and that's why I bring it up.
Well, if their argument is that this thing is not perfect, well, guilty as charged. I don't know if any of you have ever been in a negotiation, but you don't get everything you want. Given the political realities of this situation, where Republicans barely control 1/2 of 1/3 of government, I think this is a remarkable accomplishment. And one more thing. With regard to spending, people make it sound like it's, we're holding the line on spending. That is not true. Between 2022 and 2023, we had spending increase like $130 billion. Instead of doing that again between 2023 and 2024, we are rolling back non-defense discretionary spending by $40 billion. We are finally moving in the right direction.
I found it interesting, and it sounds like you heard our conversation with Congressman Ritchie on the other side of the aisle. He was non-committal as to whether or not he would vote for it, but at the end of the day thought that this would pass. From your perspective, is this a done deal? Are the votes there not only just in the House, but on the Senate side as well?
This is going to get done. Make no bones about it. It's going to be a tortured trail between here and there, but it is going to pass the House. It's going to pass the Senate. It's going to get signed into law, and it needs to. We do not want to default on our debt, but that's not the only crisis facing us. We also have had the crisis of runaway spending. This bill addresses that, too.
Does it get done by Monday? Because that's when Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, says we run out of money.
I hesitate to ever predict anything for the Senate. Those are an odd bunch of characters over there. But everything I see is that we're going to have this out of the House on Wednesday. That should give even the Senate enough time to do their work.
Donald Trump, former president, some would say the de facto leader of the Republican Party, endorsed a default, the possibility of it, a couple weeks ago when he was appearing in a town hall. Ron DeSantis, who is the number 2 who is challenging him, was asked about it earlier today, this debt deal. Do we have the soundbite, guys? Joe, we have it? If so, let's roll that real quick, and then I'll get your reaction on the other side, Congressman.
Sure.
Well, prior to this deal, Kaylee, our country was careening towards bankruptcy. And after this deal, our country will still be careening towards bankruptcy. I think that we've gotten ourselves on a trajectory here really since March of 2020 with some of the COVID spending. It totally reset the budget, and they're sticking with that. And I think that that's just going to be totally inadequate to get us in a better spot.
So, Congressman, what would you say to the top 2 contenders in the Republican primary, one who backed a default and the other one who said that this deal is no good?
It said that, Canada, that you campaign in poetry and you govern in prose. And man alive, are those comments proof of that? You know, here's the history. Donald Trump, when he was president, had the debt limit increased 3 times. He didn't secure any major concessions as a part of that. By the way, I voted against raising the debt ceiling every time because I didn't think it did enough. Those deals did enough to control spending. And then Ron DeSantis, he has voted for debt ceiling increases in the past when he's in the House. I know those guys they should have the flexibility to change their minds, but they should be honest with voters that when they've been here in the past, they've raised the debt ceiling.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.